The outlaw is playing for keeps and plays the level 4 YouTube politics, not your typical level 1 OG, triple OG, drama queen comadre, TMZ style politics. This is a no hands policy removal, homies. Your boy, the Cholo journalist, had said since day one, you, the YouTube snitch influencer community, are in bed with some alphabet agency. That your social media snitch puppets, you've ignored or laughed off the outlaw's allegations. Well, you seem to forget he who laughs last laughs louder. Outlaw renegades and you terrified snitch influencers might remember last year's bogus Raza Unity boxing fight between some junior deputy explorer influencer named the Chola Trucker and some wannabe norteño gay boy gangster influencer Gunner from Debriefers Collective. Remember, these two YouTube snitch cheerleader groupies, parasites, Judas Paul and wannabe Cholo Joe Castro, were two of the so-called righteous religious homies from Southern California who the snitch influencer community used to pretend they're cool and respected by active Southerners. Just like your fake slogans of pushing a positive anti-gang message, so was your Raza Unity boxing match. That really was a Rata Unity boxing match. Just before the popular snitch influencer Unity boxing match, your boy, the Outlaw, left several comments on some of the popular YouTube snitch influencer platforms, specifically Kneel to Fraud, the fake Sureño, commenting that in fact, this bogus Unity boxing match was going to be a snitch influencer convention, not open to the public, because it was financed and would be attended mostly by documented informants and your puppet masters. These two so-called men of faith were two of the snitch influencer community that joined in a weekly roundtable with other snitch influencers to promote their upcoming snitch influencer Unity boxing match last year. During one of the roundtables, these YouTube parasites laughed off my comments.
I asked him a question about the funniest rumor. The funniest rumor I heard is that our audience is going to be police enforcement. I don't know where they came up with that. But supposedly it's going to be police enforcement inside the audience. That's the only ones allowed. I don't know. God knows where that came from. But
as being a hater and jealous that your boy, the Outlaw, was the kid no one picked to play on their team on the school playground like back in the day. You had a good old laugh, ha 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 ha, over my accusations, even using a veil of religion to defend your snitch influencer homies and to hide your relationship with alphabet agencies, specifically retired gang intelligence cop Pete Bollinger.
I just feel bad because a lot of autos want to speak on what's going on and they're not a part of what's going on. So I feel bad for them. Like, you know what I mean? Like the kids that didn't get picked in the softball game. But at the same time, as long as they're positive, you know what I mean? But evidently, a lot of autos don't want to be. They get that, like they're eating a damn lemon and they get that sour taste in their mouth and they want to go out there and spit all that venom. And so I rebuke that stuff in Jesus' name and I don't accept what they're saying.
But now it's time for the Outlaw to laugh and get our runbacks on you, the snitch influencer community, by taking out two of your main snitch influencer cheerleaders, removing them off the YouTube Yarda with cyber steel, homie. Allow the Outlaw to present you, snitch influencer community, your fanboy groupies, and my loyal outlaw renegades, a screenshot of the cover from the movie Kilroy, a so-called movie made for Chicanos by Chicanos, which coincidentally glorified an undercover Christian snitch influencer, Kilroy, whose movies co-producers are none other than, you guessed it, YouTube snitch influencer cheerleaders Judas Paul Morales and wannabe Cholo Little Joe. They are the two sellout Chicanos one executive producer, Sergeant Pete Bollinger, is using to sell the illusion that Kilroy is some Chicano-themed movie made by Chicanos for Chicanos.
One of the executive producers of
Social
Kilroy,
media
along with
Judas,
Paul Morales
influencers
right
Paul
here.
and wankster Joe Castro make no attempts at hiding their relationship with alphabet agencies. They just conveniently leave out who their boss and financiers of their movie projects really are.
And I'm the owner
If
of
you
Music
notice
Flyer Publishing.
on the screenshot
And
in
we
front of you right now, which is a congratulation post from LAPD Times to one Joe Castro congratulating him on launching his official YouTube channel, The Official Big Joe. But look closely, outlaw renegades and you snitch influencers. One, Cedar Films, is also apparently being congratulated for obviously partnering with Joe Castro to launch this YouTube channel. Well, again, Cedar Films is actually owned by Sergeant Pete Bollinger, and exclusively, besides producing bad acting, low-budget cholo movies, Cedar Films also produces law enforcement training videos and victory outreach type cult indoctrination movies. So, not only do they work under ex-law enforcement bosses, but also allow their law enforcement boss, Pete Bollinger of Cedar Films, to write and produce their YouTube channel's content. This explains why these two snitch influencer cheerleaders are so fond of and socialize exclusively on YouTube, only with documented informants, even cheerlead for sex offenders like Boxer Enriquez and many other debriefers. Why these two fake righteous homies espouse right-wing pro-police rhetoric and refuse to associate or support any real genuine grassroots Chicano community groups or organizations like the End to Hostilities.